Hey, Epo's Ahoy here. So today I thought I'd discuss a little bit about the ways you could geek up a date. Valentine's Day is coming up, so I thought it'd be a really good time to discuss this sort of thing. So some of the ideas I have would be playing any kind of co-op video game. Recently I've been playing the Final Fantasy Explorers with my husband as a date. Sort of as a date. We've been playing it a little bit too much for it to be, too special, but still, it is always very special every time you're playing a game with your significant other, especially as a co-op, because you're really working as a team. And the best part about this is, even if you are a long-distance couple, you can still do that as your date, as a geek date. Just go online and play together. There's, the co-op, you could play co-op against those NPCs on Pokemon, X and Y, and I believe you can also do that with Ruby and Sapphire, the new versions, and just geek out together. So that's my first main idea for how to make a geek date. Most of my ideas for the geek dates are free or you already have it, which is really nice because if you're on a budget, it's really hard to make special dates, especially when you're both busy. But just put an hour aside, even if it's simply coloring side by side. If you both like to color, you just color an anime character together, or one person draws it, the other person colors it, or one person prefers drawing. I mean, that's completely up to you. And then at the end of the date, you give each other what you've created. There's always sitting down and writing each other a nice love letter. That's also something you could do if you're more into the creative writing versus the creative drawing. So some other nerd ideas or geek ideas for a date would be going to the comic book shop together, just looking at what kind of mangas or comic books you both enjoy and seeing what you have in common in that regard. Especially if it's like a first date, say, hey, let's go to a comic book shop, pick out a comic, I'll buy it for you, and then we'll go have dinner together. That's a great way to look at the comics and sort of get an idea of what the person enjoys. Another great idea would be to go to Magic together. Do a draft, pay their entry fee for them, and just have fun having a draft together. Wouldn't that be awesome? Just a date where you're drafting some Magic cards? Awesome date, I would think. Even though you are competing against each other, it would be a great way, great icebreaker. You'll see what kind of cards, what type of deck you play. You can even suggest ways to better each other, and it would just be a really great, epic geek date to go play Magic together, even if you're into Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, or even if you're just at home and you have your decks, and you really want to go on a date, but you don't have the money for it. You can light a candle and play some Magic together, or Pokemon, like I said. And that would make a great date idea. It would make the time fly by, and it would be fun, right? Another geek date idea would be just simply to go into cosplay together, go have a walk, feel epic while you're having that walk. Have your your designed weapons or your designed staffs, and just go out in the woods and have a walk together. Maybe even LARP a little bit when you're kind of deeper in there if you're a little bit shy to LARP in public. So if you're living in a small town, that would be a really great way to spend a date. So those are some of the ideas I had for making a geek date. If you enjoyed them, I have plenty of others. Just comment and I'll make a part 2. Hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace!